Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. In this video, I'm going to recreate a look from Chloe Shana MUA, who I saw a tweet retweeted by a chick I follow on Twitter, that I follow on Twitter, and she reposted this screenshot, and I'll put it here, of this eye look that is just so beautiful and so blown out, but so structured and just... Oof, I love this eye look. So I thought I would give it a go and try and recreate it on my face. This could be a complete disaster, or it could turn out really well. I don't really know. But yeah, if you're interested in watching me come up with this new look, then keep watching. Alright. So, first things first, I need my p.louise eyeshadow base. You'd think I'd have everything where I needed it, but no, I'm not that good. It was sitting in front of my face the whole time. I thought it was the white one, and it's not. It's the regular one that I use all the time. So, oh well. Shit happens. You live, you learn, you move on. So, I don't know how long this look is going to take me. I'm going to try and edit it down as much as I can so that it's not like an hour to 2 hour long video. I swear to God, I hope it doesn't take me that long to do this look, because, oh shit. That's going to be rough on my back. I'm going through, I think I'm a little stressed out at the moment or something, because my pain levels have just been through the freaking roof at the moment. So I have to be like kind of careful on what I do. I haven't really done much like around my house all week. I've just been sleeping. I don't know what's going on with my body, but she's not happy. I was also thinking about doing the little tiny face challenge that oh god, what is her name? Jamie French? Evelina put me on to Jamie French, and I was like, I was like, I have to watch this chick more. She's really funny. Oh, she's really funny. And she's like, she did this tiny face challenge where she basically used her cleft here and her nose to be the mouth. And she drew like a teeny tiny nose here. And I'll try and link the video if I remember in the comments or in my description box. But it's a super funny video. And then she did another one where she covered her eyes and put her eyes on her cheeks. Just too funny. Too funny. Okay, so first off, eyeshadow base. If I can get... Oh man, it's cold. It's not wanting to come out of the tube. And I'm going to take it way out. Way out onto my face. To my temple, I should say. Well, the temple is part of your face, so... You know, I'm not wrong. Just might not be 100% right, but who cares? Because, yeah, she goes right out to, like, her hairline almost. I need to get my eyebrows done so badly. I've got lots of little baby hairs in here that I can't get with my, my tweezers. Like, they're just too stuck in there, and the threading just rips them right out. And so it's perfect. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm using my James Charles palette. I'm going to go in with the color... I'm not going to do what I intuitively want to do, which is to start with the darkest and then blend out to the lightest. I'll show you again what I mean. So you've got the purple or dark brown, I think rusty color, and then you've got the orange slightly mixed with red, and then you've got a yellow above that. So I'm not really sure. I think I'll actually start with You're Kidding, which is a nice, really pretty red. Then I'll go into Rusted, and then I'll end up stopping with 518. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to start building this shape. I am so nervous to do this look. I do not know why. It's so far out of what I have normally ever done. So we'll see. We'll see how we go. So, alright. So she start right about here. And it's a halo eye as well. So I've got to be mindful of that. She pulls that right like that, and then she creates like a V. And this is, like I said, going to be a lot of blending, so I'm just going to speed through a lot of this. I hope you guys don't mind too terribly much. So Evelina and I have been talking, as usual, per usual, and we have been talking about different movies and TV shows that we like. And I'm not allowed to talk about Schitt's Creek because then I'll spoil it for her, because she hasn't had a chance to watch it yet, even though I have been on her for months to do it. But she's, it's not available on Netflix in Sweden, so she can't watch it. Yeah, I finished watching Schitt's Creek. I can't say that I 100% love the ending, just because I felt like they could kind of flesh things out just a little tiny teensers, a little bit more as far as the season. It felt a bit rushed, but I think it's because Dan Levy always said that it was only going to be 6 seasons. And so, yeah, I think with where they were taking the characters... Okay, there we go. We've got that shape there. That looks pretty blended as well, anyway. So, yeah, he said that he always said that it was only going to be 6 seasons long, which I didn't find out about until a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And I was super sad when I found that out, because I really enjoy the show. Now I'm going in with Rusted, and it's got a beautiful storyline, a beautiful story arc. Character development is amazing. I was going to say great, but it's amazing, the character development that they've done. They don't feel one-dimensional like they did when they first started. Like, as the characters grew, you grew to love their little eccentricities and that sort of thing. But it's such a cute show. I think I've done this wrong, but we're going to keep going with it, because when at first you don't succeed, keep on trying. So I've taken this orange up too far, that's for sure, but you live and you learn. Oh, I totally forgot. Thank you so much to my new subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy the content that I put out. I do want to preface this by saying that I am the Jeffree Star video that I did literally was just kind of a one-off thing. It wasn't intended to get as big as it is for my little channel. I really hope you guys stick around, because I do makeup looks all the time, and I really like playing with makeup. So if you like that kind of thing, please stick around. Now I'm going in with 518. You know, I really hope you enjoy the content that I put out. I hope you enjoy my voice. I hope you like my voice. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoy what I put out on my channel. My cats, it's cold outside, and anytime it cools off, they go apeshit. Absolutely apeshit. And so they're both running around the house like crazy men. Crazy little men. Oh, so back to Schitt's Creek. I don't want to say I hated the finale, but I just felt a little, I don't know how to put it, not necessarily disappointed. That's not the right word for it, because I really enjoyed the last season. But I felt like it was rushed. Yeah, I think that's the right word. Okay, now I'm going into Boutique, which is a reddy brown. I actually think I should be going in with like a deep purple, but I don't have a deep purple. Well, I mean, I do, but I think this is deep enough. That's what she said. So she brought this right up to the middle of the eye. I feel like I'm rushing through this, but I think because I already have the template of what the artist did, so I'm just basically copying it, but I'm just kind of flexing my little makeup muscles. So yeah, I watched Schitt's Creek. I binged that all day on Thursday. All day Thursday I binge watched that. And then I binge watched all that on Thursday. Got really emotional about it. And then I started watching Dead to Me? The Christina Applegate new TV show on, well, it's not new, it's got 2 seasons now, but show. I've been a huge fan of hers for years. She's got this comedic timing that is really great. She didn't get enough of a chance when she was on Married with Children to show off her acting skills, I don't think, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, I really Married with Children was a show that I grew up on that I absolutely adored, and I'm like, I relate to this on a spiritual level. I'm gonna go back in with that yellow color and just try and intensify the yellow, and then I might go in with that. Oh, well, I'm not gonna do the bottom part because I'm gonna try and clean some of this up. Oh, I suck at makeup. I don't know how long it took this girl to do, or woman I should say. I don't know if she's a girl or a woman, but this female person, I don't know how long it took her to do this, but mad props to this. I always feel bad when I'm recreating someone's look and it takes me like half an hour to do, and I'm like, I'm sure I missed some steps or something. That's not quite as blended as I want it to be. I need to bring that out a bit more. Just sitting here drinking my coffee, playing with makeup on a Saturday morning. And I like it. So I'm going to address this, but my Jeffree Star video is doing really well. It's a better viewed channel or video than I have ever had. I'm a little bit intimidated to come back and do a video, to be perfectly honest, because I don't know what you guys are expecting from me as far as like what type of makeup you're wanting me to do, etc., etc. I would like to hear from you guys in the comments, like what types of things are you wanting to see from me? What drew you to my channel? Was it specifically the title? Was it the makeup? Well, it wasn't the makeup because I wasn't wearing any. You know, what was it that drew you in, and what is going to make you stay? Because I really am. I've been doing this for 2 years now on YouTube. I've been doing makeup for many, many, many years, more than I care to admit on YouTube. But I've been doing makeup for quite a few years. And I've been on YouTube for just over 2 years. Or did I join in No, I joined in 2018. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to take a purple shade, which is Escape. And I'm going to use like a flatter paddle brush type situation here. This is kind of thing. And I'm going to pack that Escape shade just on the edge of Boutique, just to bring in that purple and just kind of marry these two colors together and soften the edge a bit. Okay, I think we're getting kind of close. I think maybe just a little bit. So I'm a big time movie buff, big time television watcher. Oh god, I need a haircut. Oh, I need a haircut so bad. This is long for me. I usually keep it at least this short, so it's got about an inch worth of growth that I need to get rid of, because it's out of fucking control and I don't know what to do about it. I was thinking, actually, I was talking to Evelina and I'm like, I think I might shave my head again. She's like, no, I like the purple. I'm like, I like the purple too, but can't afford to get a haircut, and having short hair, you kind of have to do what you can. And right now I feel like I should just shave my head and say fuck it, because it's my head and I do what I want. So I'm going to take my finger now and I'm going to take the color Artistry, which is this really pretty shimmery purpley reflective, and I'm going to tap that over the middle there and bring that all the way up. And I'm just bringing that straight up into the middle of that little open hole that I've got. My husband is playing a D&D like game at the moment. Ooh, that is so pretty. I've only dipped into this shade once before, but fuck me running. That is so pretty. I love that. That is beautiful. All right, I'm going to take a white shade and I'm going to do my brow bone, because it looks like, yeah, I've completely bollocksed this up, but I'm going to try and fix it a little bit. My eyebrows are crazy uneven right now too, which is another reason I want to get them done. This is just Flashback in the James Charles palette. Okay, that's lightened it up a bit. That doesn't look as dark. I literally am sitting on my foundation right now because it's so fucking cold. So yeah, I'm just trying to warm it up a bit, because it's, when I put it on my face, it just like, it's so cold. Okay, so that eye is done for the most part. I can't do anything else until I do my other eye. So I'm gonna do my other eye real quick, and hopefully, yeah, it doesn't look as messy as this one, but I don't think it looks terrible. I don't know. I'm gonna try and finagle this one a bit better and like place my shadows a bit better. I'm just worried it looks a little bit muddy in this area, but like I said, I think I can fix that. I'll just cover a lot of that up with concealer and then work on the bottom part, but I need to first like map out the shape, and I'm gonna take it a bit. I can't really do two different eye looks, but I can try and do my placements a bit better on this eye. Maybe I'll just photograph this eye here. I don't know why, but I have got Forgetful Lucy from 50 First Dates stuck in my head, and it's just the line of Forgetful Lucy has a nice caboosey. That's the only part that I've got stuck in my head, and I don't know why, because I haven't seen 50 First Dates in probably a few years. It, for whatever reason, just gets me every time. It tear jerks me every time I watch the movie. And yeah, I don't want to cry right now. Ugh. But it's such a sweet, sweet story. And if you haven't seen it, I honestly feel like Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore just play off each other so fucking well. You can tell that there's a real love and friendship between the two of them when they're on screen. I just find it really beautiful. Like Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman, and you know, like there are just certain people that when they're together, just magic happens. And I feel that way with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. I really do. So I'm going in with the orange shade now, and I'm using that just to kind of feather out that red a bit. I think I might watch 50 First Dates, actually. I haven't seen that in ages. And I do have it in my collection, so I can do it. I have a vast movie collection. I have an addiction when it comes to movies. There was once a time when I couldn't go into a JB Hi-Fi without coming out with like $200 worth of DVDs. And bless my husband's heart, he was just like, okay, I guess. But yeah, I love movies. I love buying movies. I love going to the B section of like horror movies and trying to find something, you know, fun and interesting there. Like I found one time called Cockneys versus Zombies, and oh man, it's about these Cockney people that are locked in a nursing home during a zombie apocalypse. It's the funniest damn thing. If you don't like British humor, you're not gonna like it. But if you dig British humor, you probably will enjoy it. I laughed so hard, and it was just an absurd movie, and it was one that didn't take itself too seriously, so it was super fun to watch. Those kinds of movies crack me up. Let me see, what are some other ones that I've got? Oh bugger, Excision was a good one. The Eye was a good one. Oh, I haven't seen Encino Man in forever, or Empire Records. Maybe I'll just have like, I'll come into my collection and I'll just kind of shop my own stash. But yeah, like Memento, I haven't watched that in a minute. That's a good one. Machete, I didn't really like, although I did love the Death Proof and, oh my god, I've just drawn a complete and total blank. Oh, I've got Planet Terror and Death Proof. I've got two of the movie posters up on my wall over here. I really enjoyed those movies, the way they were filmed and the way they were edited, and the where they put like the distressing on the film and stuff. Like, I loved it. I thought it was so good. They were so outrageous. The acting was so overdone. It was just such a great couple of movies. Death Proof has to be on my top 10 list of movies that I just absolutely adore. I don't know, I think it's because the chemistry between the lead actresses and the story of stuntman Mike, it's so good. It's so good. I think that is what I will be watching as soon as I get done filming, because now I've just realized how much I miss watching that movie. I am a big Tarantino fan, I have to say. Some of the stuff that has come out recently, though, is a little questionable about him. Like, I didn't realize that he could be kind of a bit of a monster behind the camera. Like the stuff with Uma Thurman where she said that she received a concussion because he told her to take a turn at like twice the speed that she was supposed to, and she ended up in the hospital with a concussion during Kill Bill 2. And yeah, apparently he's kind of a dragon on set. So that actually surprised me, because he comes off as a very mild-mannered, kind of really big geek when it comes to movies and music. His soundtracks are fucking phenomenal. I love listening to his soundtracks from his movies. He has got such a wonderful ear for music. It's just so good. Like when he said he found the girls that played in Kill Bill Volume 1, the 5, 6, 7, 8s. He found them because he was in Japan in a shopping, a shop. And he heard them on the radio, and he was like, who are these people? And he found out from the shopkeeper that, about 5, 6, 7, 8s. And he ended up, contacting them and saying, can you come and be in my movie? And that's how they got in the movie, was just from being overheard on the radio. So I thought that was a pretty kick-ass story, and you've got a blockbuster like Quentin Tarantino movie, and you're good to go. But yeah, the 5, 6, 7, 8s were fun. They did the woohoo, woohoo, that song, which is very fun in and of itself. I actually think I need to take this purple out a little bit. Just kind of a top over of boutique, just on the outer V. Okay, not the same. Sisters, not twins, as they say. Gonna go in with the white on my brow bone. I want to do the tiny face challenge. Would you guys like to see me do that? Like I said, I'll link the video in the description box. It's fluffin' hilarious. And I don't know why I just self-censored myself. Okay, I have just realized that the shape of these two eyes are totally different. Awesome. Love that. It's not a big deal. It's just a little bit of finagling to get them to the right point. Literally the point. But, yeah, so I watched, on Amazon Prime, they had, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I've been so keen being to watch that movie. And so I stayed up until, like, that's the night I did my all-nighter. Sometimes I get insomnia because of my pain, which I've been experiencing lately. But anyway, I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And, I mean, I guess I'm okay with, well, it's not like he gives two shits about what I think. But I don't know. I feel a little... I don't know. I don't want to say I get, like, annoyed, per se. It's just, like, when he plays with timelines, it really messes with my head. It's a movie that is based in the summer of 1969 in Hollywood, when the Manson murders happened. If you don't know, this guy Charlie Manson got this commune of hippies together, and that's not a derogatory term by any means, because I was a bit of a hippie when I was younger. They got together in this, like, commune kind of thing, and he coerced them into killing these the people that lived in the Hollywood Hills, which was Roman Polanski, Sharon Tate, and then her ex-partner, I think, was killed with her as well. Yeah, so it's like a retelling of historical events, and it's based around this one character who's basically... I could be doing my makeup while I'm talking about this. I'm really good. It's about this one actor who was a TV star, and basically, like, he was really big on television, like westerns and stuff like that. I'm going to be using a brush to put my foundation on today because I can't be fucked to wash a sponge. So I'm using my Stila One Step Prime. So he's in the latter part of his career, and he is trying to get into movies and television again, and it kind of follows him and his best friend, who's a stuntman, or his body double / stuntman. And yeah, so it follows those two around and their hijinks that they get into, and like he's been told, you're old news, nobody cares about you anymore, kind of thing, like they do when you become irrelevant. And so, it's him dealing with his alcoholism and stuff like that, and trying to get back onto the scene. And Leonardo DiCaprio did a really good job. He's a great actor. I actually really like his movies a lot. I have been a big fan of his. I think he has been robbed of Oscar nominations in the past, and I am so happy that he finally got his Oscar. It was so deserved. The Revenant was such a good movie. The fact that, like, you see what these actors put themselves through. And oh my god, he got to act alongside Tom Hardy, who, one, is gorgeous, but is also a really fantastic actor. And they actually were in a movie together before, which was Inception, which is another movie that I thought was just... the concept of it was so fantastic. It was something I don't recall ever seeing in a movie before. Yeah, I really enjoyed The Revenant. I really, really, really like Inception. If you haven't seen it, it is definitely well worth watching. And it brings up a lot of questions that I love when movies make you go, hang on a second, does this mean this or this mean that? And it kind of plays with your mind a little bit, and so you have to go back and watch them again. I think it's... and then you come in with fresh eyes and you're like, I didn't pick up the first time, like little Easter eggs and stuff like that. So I really enjoy movies like that. The one movie like that I don't like, that makes you think and makes you kind of go, oh, I wonder if... because I don't like movies... I use movies to escape. I don't want movies that make me think too hard. Like Mother was a really difficult movie for me to watch. I literally just watched it because I wanted to see what happened at the end. Not that I gave a shit about any of the characters, because I couldn't stand... I think it's Javier Bardem. No, it's not Javier... was it? Or was it, what's his face? I can't remember who the main actor was. I think it was Javier Bardem. Like, I loved him in No Country for Old Men, which, again, is another brilliant fucking movie. But, what am I talking about? Mother was really difficult for me to watch. It took me ages to get through. But the movie that I was originally going to talk about was from Toni Collette, who I think should have gotten the Oscar for her performance in Hereditary. Her performance was so gut-wrenching and so heartbreaking to watch. She did such an amazing job. The range of emotions that you go through in Hereditary with her is just gut-wrenching. But I didn't like the movie itself. I thought the movie was boring. It was, advertised as a horror movie, so I went in looking at it from this horror standpoint and this horror viewpoint. And Evelina and I were talking about it, and she's like, no, it's a movie about mental health. And I'm like, what? How is it a movie about mental health? And she started explaining to me, and so I was going into the movie with the expectation of it being a horror movie. And it wasn't. The only time I got creeped out once in the entire movie. The rest of it I was just like, far out. This family is going through it. I forgot to mention that was my ColourPop No Filter concealer. And so I'm actually like half tempted to watch it again with the thought in my head that this is not about a cult. It's not about a horror movie. It's not about any of that. It's about mental health, and like taking a look at it and looking at it from that perspective and seeing if I get a different viewing enjoyment out of it this time. I go to movies to escape. I don't go to movies to have to think too much. There are a few movies where I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if the director was, going for this kind of emotion or whatever. But I tend to like movies that I can kind of escape into. The real cerebral ones where there's a lot of symbolism and imagery, that sort of thing. It almost makes me not get the same escape that I'm looking for. So I tend not to go for those. Mother, again, was another one that I was like, oh, I'm so excited to watch it. I really like Jennifer Lawrence. The cast is amazing. It's a Darren Aronofsky thing. He's a really good director. And so I was like, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to take a look and see. And I watched it, and I was just like, when is this movie going to end? I'm so tired of hearing Jennifer Lawrence just scream through the movie and whinge and whine. And, it was almost like a newer version of Rosemary's Baby, it felt like, where you're kind of going, okay, there's build up. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's weird. But it's not this suspenseful thing that is just really built up. It was just kind of like... That's how I felt about it. Alright, so I'm going to go in for the under eyes. And it looks like what she did is she dragged the red down underneath and then tight-lined Boutique. So I'm going to carry the red out this way and out this way, because I kind of lost that red a bit. And I'm going to drag that and really blow it out on the bottom. Mother was a movie I was disappointed in. Did she go all the way? She did. I'm trying to see how she did her under eyes. I think I'm doing it right. Yeah, I could talk about movies for days. I used to go out and we'd go at least once a week, and I would have movie dates with my friend Laurel, and then I would have a movie date with my friends Lars and Brandon, and we would all see different movies together, and we used to have so much fun with our movies. And literally every single weekend I was at the movies. And it didn't matter what was on, I watched it. And I miss doing that. I miss doing that a lot. So I'm going in with Boutique. And I'm tightlining that halfway across. And I'm also kind of connecting it with this liner brush to the top. And then I'll go over it with the purple. Just on the same brush, not even switching brushes. But I'm going to go like really tight right in my lashes with the purple. Okay. And then I'm going to take my finger and I go into Artistry and just pop that right in the middle there. Not too shabby, I don't think. I think I did okay. I'm not even done yet, and I'm like, I think I did great. Yeah, if you guys want me to talk about like going through my collection and talking about my top 10 movies, oh my god. I could maybe do a top 20, but a top 10? Oh, mate, no way. No flipping way. that would be just way too hard. You know, I've got old classics that I love, like, well, I mean, Stand By Me is not, like, such a classic, but, like, Some Like It Hot, you know, old classic comedies. That's got Marilyn Monroe, Jack Lemmon, and Tony Curtis. And, oh, that movie is hilarious. Marilyn Monroe did such a great job. Such an iconic bombshell. Like, she was so funny. So funny in this movie. She basically, these two guys, Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon, are musicians. And they're trying to find a job. But the only job they find is for this big band that has Marilyn Monroe at the helm. She's basically the star of the whole thing. And it's this group of all women who travel the country to do shows and stuff like that. And so it's Tony Curtis's bright idea to dress up in drag, basically. They dress in drag to become these women, and the reason that he joined this all-women's band is because of Marilyn Monroe's character. And it's just hijink after hijink. And basically, once they join the band, they get into the band, they join it, Tony Curtis then, like, starts falling in love with Marilyn Monroe's character. I keep wanting to say Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Monroe's character. And so he makes out like he's this really wealthy, well-to-do guy who's got a yacht on the beach and, you know, that kind of thing. And so he's trying to woo her into a relationship while Jack Lemmon's trying to woo her into a relationship as well, but trying to keep his friend in line. And it's just funny movie. If you can find it, like on Netflix or Hulu or Stan or whatever kind of streaming service you have, watch it. 100% watch it. 12 Angry Men is another movie that I just adore. Love. That movie has, like, I liked the original, and I liked the remake that they did with, like, Tony Danza and Jack Lemmon and Clancy. Oh, I can't fucking remember his name. I think it's Angela Bassett's husband. Oh man, so good. The original was good. They did a reimagining or like a revamping of it. So in the first movie they had all white men, and well, there was one person of color. He was like Italian or something like that. So they had an all white cast. And so when they redid the movie, they redid it with, you know, Hispanic actors, Italian actors, white actors, black actors, and it was brilliant. It was really good. Was it as good as the original? Absolutely not. But still a beautiful story, a beautiful think piece. It really makes you kind of question yourself a lot, and your beliefs and your biases and that sort of thing. I'm trying to find my black eyeliner and I cannot find it anywhere. Ah, found it. It was hiding. So yeah, really great cast. So I'm going in for the 12 Angry Men. 24/7 Glide on eye pencil, and I'm going in with the 24/7, or what is this one? The Waterline, and then the Glide on, which is in the color Yayo. I'm just going to use this. It's like a pearlescent liner, and I'm just going to use it where I've got the purple just to kind of highlight. See, like that. And then I'm going to take my Glide on eye pencil, and I'm going to take this in my lash line on either side of that. Evelina and I have very differing thoughts on Hereditary. I like I said, I didn't really care for it. It was advertised as a horror, and it's very much so I mean, it has horror aspects to it, but it's not just a horror movie. And I went into that movie with the expectation of being scared or unnerved, and I was more like, bored. So, you know, each to their own. Evelina liked it. Like I said, I'm going to go back with the lens of, oh, this is a story about mental health and that sort of thing. Not so much about what it was advertised as, I guess you could say. So, yeah, this is my Anastasio Beverly Hills brow definer in the color medium brown, if you're wondering. I feel like I've done nothing but talk this whole video. So I feel like it's going to be forever long, and I'm really fucking sorry about that. But I find when I do talking videos, it's really hard for me to edit out myself. I need to remember I don't have to talk every second that I'm doing my makeup, but I do anyway because I get lost on train of thoughts where I'm talking about 20 different topics at once. But I am a bit scatterbrained like that. So it's, you're getting the real Alexis. The unput together mess of a jumbled brain Alexis. Okay, Chloe didn't take her eyebrows very far down at all. So I did the same thing. Normally, I keep my tails pretty short and I just draw them in because the shape almost closes off my eye, the natural way they grow. So I've been taking them shorter and just kind of penciling in where I want them to go. Mine is not as clean as Chloe's. I will say that. It's not as clean. Still pretty happy with it though. Alright, sisters as twins, as they would say. I'll photograph this side because I think this side is better. I didn't quite get it out as into a point like she did. Tried really hard, but my face, I've got a really close hairline. I don't know if that makes sense. My hairline is different. Get it to do what I want it to do properly. But I think that's pretty close. I'm actually pretty happy with this, if I'm to say. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I'm going to stop talking and then, yeah, that's it. Okay, so I've done my bronzer and blush. I'm going to quickly grab a highlighter. I'm going to take my Born to Glow palette from NYX, and I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm just going to highlight real quick, because it looks like she's got quite a bit of highlighter just here. I actually wouldn't mind one that had more of a pink shift. I know I have, or a purple shift. I know I have one somewhere, but this is just handy and easy to grab. Alright, so now I need to do my inner corner, which I'm going to do with that purple that I used. I'm going to try and pick it up on a brush. If I remember correctly, it doesn't work very well on a brush, but I'm going to try it anyway, just to see. I'm taking a paddle brush to do it. So by paddle, I mean it looks like a little paddle. So it's flat bristles, and yeah, comes to a nice point. Okay, this artistry color is stunning. I really love that fucking color. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Hourglass mascara. Oh, the blush and bronzer I used, by the way, is my Flower Beauty Peach Primrose and my NARS Casino bronzer. Or bronzer in the color Casino, however you want to say it. Now, she's got falsies on, but I don't want to put falsies on, so I'm not going to. But I'm going to film another video, I think, straight after this one. Kind of knock out two birds with one stone. But this video will be going up first. So yeah, tell me down in the comments. I know this is random, but tell me down in the comments what kind of things you'd like to see me do. If you'd like to see me try and do more face painting, or if you'd like to see me do more like I'm not afraid of doing commentary videos, but it's not how I based my channel. But if you want me to talk about certain topics, happy to do that. The Colleen Ballinger stuff is pretty fucking interesting, to be honest with you. Like, I know there are real people involved in this, and so it's like, you know, you're talking about somebody's life that you've never met before, and you're commenting on it like you are an expert. So that's why I've kind of tried to stay away from commentary, to be honest, because like I don't want to. Jeffree Star's video is different from anything I've ever done on my channel. I've never talked about any other content creators before, other than to, you know, give them a shout out and say that I really like their channels. Like, I don't know if you guys are more interested in the commentary and you want to see me do that more often. If you do, I'm happy to give it a shot. I am nervous about doing it, but, you know, if that's what you guys want to see, then I can't not do it, because then why would you stay? So for lips, I'm just gonna go in, you know what, I think I might go in with this one. Let me see. This is a ColourPop in the color Fever Pitch. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. I'll keep it on for a little while. But, yeah, so, sorry this video was all over the place. This is how I normally do my talking videos. They are just random, and I just talk about bullshit, things that entertain me. Today it just happened to be movies and TV. So, I'm relatively proud with how this turned out. I didn't do any bronzer on my chin, but I don't feel like it, so I'm not gonna. But, yeah, I'm really pleased with the way that this look came out. I think I did a pretty good job. Are there things that are different? Absolutely. Are her lines more clean? Absolutely. Are there things that I would do differently now that I've got like an idea of how to do this? 100%. But I think I managed to, you know, kind of pull it off. However unskilled I may be in people's opinions. But I, you know, challenged myself. I'm doing something that I don't normally do. So yeah, these kinds of looks are so beautiful, and the time and effort that it takes to go in to do these and to get these amazing blends are, you know, I'm not worthy. But anyway, so if you guys, you know, like this video, let me know. If there are certain things that you would like to see from me, let me know. And yeah, basically that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon. Bye!